What's up guys, Damien Keys here, welcome back to the channel. So, contrary to popular belief, organic growth on Instagram is not actually dead, but there is a good chance that you are killing any potential growth with how you've set up and what you are doing on Instagram. So today, we are looking at how to set up and how to do Instagram to get the most amount of growth and success as quickly as possible. When it comes to Instagram growth, there are three fundamental parts. Number one, setup. Number two, content. And number three, growth hacking. And we are going to look at all three of those. It will not work unless you have all three of these parts set up. If you just go straight for growth hacking, I promise you this will not work. So strap on your Junior Birdman rocket pants, unpack your Instagram, and let's get started. Now, firstly, we have to set up your Instagram account. And I'm not talking about registering for a name. I mean setting up the party. This is how I describe it. This is a party, and people are going to be coming into your party. Now, if they're coming into your party, they need to be met with atmosphere and music and people and alcohol and food. If not, they're just going to go away again. It's the same thing with your Instagram. So the way we do this is from top to bottom. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the top thing, which is the hero picture. The hero picture needs to be something that connects with people. So for example, in my hero picture, it's a picture of me. You got the right guy, there's me, that's what I look like, now you know. If you're a band, the same thing. If you're an artist, a picture. Maybe if the band doesn't fit into a picture, maybe you could have a logo. But as this is a hero picture, this needs to be something that sums you up. This needs to be the perfect picture. So if you're looking at it thinking, well, it was just the best thing I could find on Facebook, no. Book yourself a photo shoot. That's probably the most important thing that you can do. The next thing is the bio. I hate it when I see just long threads of text on a bio. I just want bullet points. Tell me who you are, what you do, and more importantly, why you do it. That's the bit people miss out. I see so many so what stories. Yeah, great. You're 25. So what? Yeah, you're from that city. So what? Yeah, you play indie music. So what? What I want to know is why? Why do you do this, and why should I hit that follow button? Now, I would put that into bullet points very simply. So you've got 3 seconds. I see the picture, I read the bio, I know what I'm going to get. Bang, I'm going to hit that follow button. The next thing after that is the highlights. You have space for highlights. These are opportunities that need to be used. Think of it like this. When you go and watch the new series on Netflix, if you join in series 3 or series 4, nothing's going to make sense. So you have to be told what happened before that. Then that comes the channel trailer. In this instance, that's the perfect place for you to add this into a highlight. Number one, the first highlight, about me, or the story so far, or who we are, or about us, or just the band name, so that I can click in it and I can start to go through it and say, right, okay, good. I understand who you are and where you've come from. You have given me a snapshot, so important. Then after that, don't put cryptic highlights. Don't put G, F, and C. No one's got a clue what you're talking about. Put music, songwriting, news, anything which I can go in and I can understand. No in jokes. Give me what I need. Because the way people go through highlights is very simple. It's the same way as people go through stories. You might have 4 minutes worth of stories. I promise you I will get through them in 15 seconds. Yep, got it. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, good. Oh, more like that. That's really good. Yep, good, done, away. What's next? That's how we consume. So therefore, make sure you've got plenty of good information within your highlights. Number two, content. Obviously, content is crucially important and we have to be consistent. But let's start with stories. When you post a story, a little red ring goes around your hero picture. Now, the reason why that's important is because you are telling people you are in. You walk past your mate's house, the lights are off, he's not there. You walk past your mate's house, there's a light on, he's probably in. Maybe you'll go and say hello. Same thing with stories. As soon as someone comes in, there's a red ring. Ooh, they've been here, or they are here. They've been in the party. What's just happened? I'm now curious. I'm going to hit that button. If I start going through your stories, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories in a day, I'm connecting with you. Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's very good. All of a sudden, I'm connecting more and more. And at that point, I'm more likely to hit that follow button. And don't forget, all of the best stories should be filtered down into your highlights. That was a really great question, a really great answer. Whack it down into a Q&A highlight, for example. Then after stories, the obvious one comes your feed post. When it comes to your feed post, you need to be posting at least once every other day. I would say every day, probably. But I know you're there being like, Damo, I can't do that every single day. It's a crazy amount. Well, you asked how to grow. I'm telling you how to grow. If you want to post every 3 weeks, it's going to be difficult to grow. So the first thing you've got to realize is consistency is key. You have to put value into your Instagram so people are seeing you and you are getting their attention. Now, the biggest piece of advice when it comes to uploading pictures or videos into your feed is upload because you've got something to say. Don't upload because you are sticking to an upload schedule. I agree that you need to have a schedule. I agree that you need to be posting every day, ideally. But the most important thing is you have got something to say. Because if it gets to the end of the day and you think, oh, I haven't really posted on Instagram, I guess I'll just do a selfie. Boring, 3 out of 10, nobody cares. You've got to think about this stuff. You've got to think about the picture, the video, the story, the description. What's the value on the other side? Rather than you just saying, come to our gig, buy our merch, do the stuff that we want you to do. Where's the value for me, the consumer, me, the fan? And then there's the insights. The insights are where you can measure what is working and what is not. So for example, you pick a picture, there's me sat next to someone else's very nice car. Underneath the picture, view insights, you click the blue button, you scroll up, all of a sudden you've got all of the information. How many people commented, how many people liked it, how many people engaged with it, but also how many people found you from the explore page, how many people found you from hashtags. That is a crucial piece of information which should tell you what you should be posting further down the line. And number 3, growth hacking. Once you've set something up and you're making content, how are you going to get the content out there other than putting money into it? How are you going to build your community? Now, this is very simple. You are making content regularly via stories and pictures. Your job is to place each one of these in different areas, not just physically. For example, geotagging. You can put yourself into a place where people can go searching for that place and find you. Hashtags. People can search for hashtags and find you. As soon as they see your picture, there's more chance that they're going to click it, come into your profile, think, this is pretty good, this is a bit of me, they're going to click that follow button. But then there's the explore page. Now, everyone's explore page is completely different. Yours is different to mine, depending on what you've been looking at and what I've been looking at. Your job is to reverse engineer, to think about your audience, to think what they like, and therefore start to think about how you can actually get seen on their explore page. For example, a bit of a selfie of you, probably not going to get on someone's explore page, but a performance of you with the right hashtags, maybe, just maybe, you'll start showing up in other people's explore pages. And then lastly is the conversation. So important. I'm bored of saying this, but when someone leaves a comment, if you just like it, it's not good enough. In fact, if you say, hey, I get into the comments for the first 10 minutes after I've posted something, but then after that people are left to it, not good enough. If you want to grow, you have to be in the comments. You have to be in the room, in the conversation, which means when someone leaves you a comment, it can't just say cheers or thanks. You have to start a meaningful relationship, a meaningful conversation. If you do that and have patience, I promise you, you will 100% grow your Instagram. So here are your targets for the next 1 month on Instagram. Number 1, you are going to set up the party. You are going to tell people who you are and why you do it, so when people come in, they will stay. The way you do that is you are going to put a good hero picture which sums up exactly who you are and why you do this. Then you are going to have a bio, the same thing, who you are and why you do this, and then you're going to have highlights which means something to someone who's never seen you before. This eliminates the season 4 entry point. It stops people coming in and saying, I don't really understand what's going on. You're bringing people up to speed. Then after that, very simple, I want to set some targets. I want you to put 3 to 5 stories every single day, not forgetting that you can put tags in your stories as well in your feed. And then I want you to post at least 1 feed every other day, if not every day if you can. And then lastly, every comment that comes in, you are going to make the biggest effort to look after that person in amongst everyone else so everyone else sees it for the next 1 month. No comments go unread. So that's it. If you thought there was going to be some crazy, complicated, algorithmic formula strategy, well, this comes down to hard work, being in the room, consistency, providing value, being in the comments, and providing some of yourself. If you can do those things, you can, over time, build your Instagram. Now, I understand there are other complexities when it comes to content and what to post and how to communicate and all of the other things which are slightly more technical, but that's why I've done an in-depth course on Instagram growth within DK Music Business Academy, which, if you are interested, is in the link below, amongst a horde of other courses and content, as well as live sessions that I put in, and a great community. So if you want to check that out, go and check that link below. But otherwise, do me a favor. If you can hit that like button, that subscribe button, more importantly, just come and be a part of this community, because we are doing this every day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.